In Tamil Nadu, what are they trying to do? The BJP is trying to create a regional leadership because the moment they say Modi and go to Tamil Nadu, they know it's not going to work. In Telangana, what are they going to do now? Because you have to take on a KCR, you need a local leader to take him on. Amit Shah doing rallies is not going to work. But having said that, Rajdeep, if Prime Minister Modi goes to Karnataka for 2024, I believe it will make a difference because the voter there makes that difference.
That's very clear.
That's possible. No, that's possible.
No,
that's possible. The only thing
The
only thing I would say, before Karnataka, it appeared that the match was a walkover even before it began. Now there's a game on. You see, politics change. I still believe the BJP are favourites to win 2024, led by Mr. Modi.
Why?
A match which appeared a walkover, where your opponents are intimidated like the West Indies in the 80s. When Clive Lloyd's West Indians went into the field, the opposition was almost defeated even before they went.
But aren't you falling into the trap that Congress always finds itself in? The minute it wins an election, it thinks it's arrived.
Of course.
No.
I agree with you.
How?
I just said, but now it's got Himachal and Karnataka.
Is it game on right now?
I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why. It's game on for the simple reason that there is a template possible. The challenge is, it's a challenge. Localize a national election. Focus on bread and butter issues.
Okay.
Be able to at the bottom of the pyramid.
Can the Congress take a regional election to a national election?
Okay,
can the national election be followed like localized the way
But that's exactly what the BJP did and got wrong.
No,
so you can't do the same thing.
But from your logic, Preeti Chaudhary, we might as well all go home and say 2024
No, I'm not
is a
saying
done
we
deal.
might. No. I'm not saying we might as well go home and say 2024 is a
saying
done
that,
deal.
Rajdeep,
But
the point is important.
A regional election template cannot be applied to a national election.
It will take a certain amount of time for the Congress to rebuild on its sins.
Of course.
It has decimated its local leadership, regional leadership. It will take a certain time because then only the leadership at the top
I
will
agree
become
with
strong.
you.
But there is one interesting issue in Karnataka when you're talking. Last time the elections were held under a Kumaraswamy, Lok Sabha elections. This time it will be under a Congress. I think there will be a bit of a difference when the party which is in power is potent and strong in a state. It always makes a difference.
Now we've spoken about the unity of individuals and gone on to this other stuff. I just want to, the last few minutes of this Democratic Newsroom episode, at the swearing in, and Rajdeep, you've also written about it, that signal opportunity for opposition unity, when all those regional satraps came there, hands held high in 2018. We remember that I was there personally as well. Many of you were there as well. When the swearing in happens on Saturday, the same kind of thing is going to happen. Most of the people invited, the same figures are going to be there. Is it another signal moment for opposition unity?
This is the mistake the opposition makes. Opposition unity will not defeat a Modi-led BJP when you have such disparate forces who come together, because then the voter sees through them. They see this as a khichdi versus a strong, stable leadership. They have to provide a narrative. Elections are not just about individuals, coming together on a stage and holding their hands. Mayawati holding hands tomorrow as in 2018. With an Akhilesh Yadav or an Ajit Singh, and then on the ground you're not able to translate that. You're going to have to provide a narrative. The narrative is, I think, if you can have a credible leadership that can talk the language of welfareism. People are hurting. Post-COVID, let anyone say what they want. This is a K-shaped recovery. There are people at the bottom of the pyramid hurting. I met enough women who said, "Mujhe 1200 rupaye ka gas cylinder, I used to get it for 400. I didn't hear it 5 years ago. 5 years ago it was talk about Ujjwala. So the BJP needs to reinvent its welfare schemes, and the opposition will need to find welfareism and make it national, which is the challenge that they have.
See, I think
we'll have 1 year to go now.
We'll have a photo op tomorrow, but I don't think getting together does anything.
Yeah, like Rajdeep said.
See, it's not just a narrative. They have to
An
set aside their egos. See, for example, a Mayawati and an Akhilesh and the Congress party. You are a smaller partner in UP. Help Akhilesh and Mayawati. Can Congress do that? Can Congress actually say that our forefathers came from Uttar Pradesh, we are actually letting Samajwadi Party and BSP take on Congress, the BJP. In Bengal, what Mamata Banerjee said, will they actually back Mamata Banerjee? Also, no, tomorrow we'll fight Mamata Banerjee and try to recover
KCR the problem is that some differences matter and some differences don't. So in some cases they invite a TMC, but they don't invite a BRS because they know KCR is not going to join them. So that is the problem. I think even if you talk of opposition unity, there is no unity. There are some differences that are just too large to be covered, and there are others that are convenient to be like ignored.
Yeah.
So that is the problem that I believe that you can't bring an opposition together because there's so many differences. On one hand, you'll fight against each other in state, and then you'll say that we'll come together against Modi.
But there's still this strong impulse, Preeti. Final comment from you on opposition unity. Where is the opposition unity? Cracks in the opposition. If it's only about narrative, then what's the point
I think
of all
Rahul
of
and
these
Rajdeep
people
will
coming
be able
together?
to weigh in on this. But Shiv, what I think the Karnataka win has provided is give a beleaguered Congress a stage where they can say that we can be the fulcrum of opposition unity. Earlier on, even when they pretended to take that throne, it wasn't there for the taking.
Yeah.
What will also now, when you go on, by the end of the year, there are 4 big elections. Madhya Pradesh goes into elections. Rajasthan, we've been talking about. Chhattisgarh, Telangana. What comes off then?
Yeah.
But yes, the Karnataka win has given a big shot in the arm to the Congress to say that we can bring it all together. And there's Nitish Kumar, who's acting like the emissary, going into maybe trying to negotiate with an Arvind Kejriwal, who's not invited, by the way, because Rajasthan, he might throw his hat in again, or a Telangana, where they're going to fight directly with KCR, with the BRS.
And more importantly, self-belief is important in politics. You can't see someone as invincible. For much too long, Mr. Modi and the BJP is seen as invincible. Mamta shattered that to some extent with Bengal in a regional party, but when the Congress takes on the BJP, except for Himachal, small state, first big state after say 5 years, it galvanizes them. The problem with the Congress is that they will mistake this one victory for seemingly that they've conquered India. Karnataka is not India. One Karnataka summer does not make a 2024 election victory, but the BJP also needs to guard against arrogance and hubris. Aayega to Modi hi.
But you know how that changes, why that will change shift is, I'm sure Rahul would also want to come in on this, how it's energized the cadre. Jo jhanda lekar vote मांगने जाता है, it has completely changed that.